if you're following a handicapper and they're not betting draws or underdogs, they're probably not a professional. We just bagged yet another draw bet. You've seen us predict draws in the past. We predicted Crystal Palace and Bournemouth draw last weekend. Draw bets have become something that we're kind of known for, but we take draws and underdogs in equal measure. So, this one was Cruz Azul versus Tigres Uanal, or UANL, should I say. I don't know why I tried to pronounce it like that. But this was an interesting one because we had some rumours beforehand swirling around that this was a fixed match, that people are going to lose a lot of money. And you had equal money. So, not really equal money. You had half of bets on either side, but you had more money on Cruz Azul, who were an underdog, public underdog, always a red flag. And then you had 37% of money on Tigres, who were actually about 2.40 decimal odds. So 2.40 decimal odds and 3.20 decimal odds, with a 50-50 split almost of money on either side. Big liability for the bookies on both sides. It doesn't matter who wins, they're not really going to make much money. So why have they set the lines like this? Because they expect a draw. So this sort of split with the odds is a lose-lose situation for the bookies. The Sharps were all over Cruz Azul. As an underdog, they tip the value. Public underdog, big red flag. Sharps still do not see that a lot of the time. They play the value as like an automatic play. We avoid public underdogs because it is a red flag. But there were more bets, not total money bet, but more number of bets on Tigres. So that showed the bookies were trying to get people to bet either side. They didn't care as long as they didn't bet the draw. Mexican bookies had the draw line at 2.20 decimal odds by kickoff. We got it a lot higher. It was about 3.20 when it actually released. Someone put a very large, or some people put a very large bet on the draw. How did they know? How were they so confident? We can only speculate, but that is a very, very strong sign that this game was going to draw. You've got cartels in Mexico. They've got a very huge influence on all affairs within the country. Sport is probably no exception. Actually, it's probably one of the easiest areas to influence. And then Tigres at home versus Cruz Azul. They have drawn more times than either side has won. So the draw is also the most likely outcome by history. Again, people do not want to bet the draw. They want to get sucked into betting a money line, a team to win at what they think is good odds, and they're just playing a trap. We cashed. We actually managed to cash 2 units at 3.15 decimal odds. A ton of profit, big syndicate win. You should be following us because we are betting football how professionals bet it. Taking draws, taking underdogs, avoiding favourites. That's how it's done.